afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Walnut Lodge, Volant location. This is the 12 o'clock Foundation Intensive Part 3. It's actually not really an intensive. It's just 10 weeks, right? And this is number 8. So there's only 2 weeks left of spring session, which kind of blows my mind. But here we are. Today we're going to probably just need a strap. And I think that you've been noticing that I just keep making this first section a little bit longer, a little bit harder, and I'm doing that because that is really what people have expressed to me that they need. It's really hard to do all this arm work, build the arm work yourself. So that's what we're going to keep doing. We'll have 2 more weeks of this. Just going to keep getting a little bit harder, and then we'll do a nice stretch at the end of today. All right, so coming into sitting again on our heels. Sitting back, just getting an idea of what the quads feel like, what your knees feel like. And again, I'll say that it's really important to let your knees flex completely every day. Because, you know, I've had many surgeries on my one knee, and I do this and I am good. I don't do this and my knee is stiff all day. I think a lot of people don't realize that you don't have to be, that stiffness can go away. And it depends on how often that you work, whether it's, you know, stays away. But the good news is you can just keep removing it. All right, coming up to table. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, moving them back or moving your shoulders forward until you feel that you have a good stretch. And then just pressing into the fingers, pushing the shoulders forward, and just letting your hands adjust. Just kind of give them a chance to work back into that stretch before we put a lot of weight on it. How far back? Just so that you feel like your hands are stretched. Because what do we need for yoga? We need to be able to have our, shoulders, edge of our shoulders, right over the tips of your fingers. I'm going a little past that right now, but that's all you really need. You like to always maintain a 90-degree angle with your wrist. All right, then dig the fingers, the tips of the fingers into the mat, and then release it. Dig them. I like this because you can feel yourself shift back. And then this is something that we use later. Actually, we're going to use this next week, I think. Yes. And let it shift one more time. Dig it, let it shift, and then hold the fingers, push forward, and just stay there while you keep digging the fingers into the ground. And release that. Sit back. Tuck the toes under before you sit back. And then if you can sit all the way up, pull the hands off and just give them a rotation. A little bit one way and then the other. Just a little bit more. All right, then change. Fingertips towards you. Extend your ankles. Move your knees forward. Spread those fingers as wide as you can. And for those of you that have a lot of flexibility here, you can start rotating your fingers almost towards one another here. So rotating the wrist out a little bit. And then sit back, let the heels of the hands peel off the ground, if they do. Bend them a little bit. And then just feel yourself adjust to that stretch of the lower arm. And then press the base of the little finger, the ring finger, the middle finger, index finger, and thumb. And then we're going to peel this. And one more time. Rotate both ways. And then monkey hands. So back of the wrist. Stretch the arms to straight, put a little bit of weight on it, and make a fist. And peel that. Rotate. Feel that thumb. Do fast circles. Just go one way a couple and then the other way until you feel like your wrist and your lower arm are almost tired. And for me, that doesn't take that long. All right, maybe one more. All right, that. Hands forward, pull back. Just working the stomach so that we can stretch that low back a little bit, getting ready for the curls and the plank. So tuck the tailbone under. Let that pull you up. Lower stomach works. And then release the pelvis and come down to the flex. And tuck under. Feel the curl. Release. Change the spine. Tuck under. Pull it up. And release to the sit. Pull under. Feel that tailbone go into the chest. Reach the tailbone back. Chest goes forward. With the breath, exhale to go up. And inhale to reach back. Exhale. And pull up. Inhale and go back. Exhale and pull up. Inhale and reach back. Exhale and up. Inhale and back. Exhale and up. Inhale and back. Exhale and up. Inhale. Last one. Exhale and up. Inhale and release. Sliding out. Sphinx posture. All right, release the shoulders and then immediately check your back. If you need, take the tailbone and reach it towards your knees. If you're okay, then just relax the shoulders, let your head drop. Relax your spine. Feel your legs kind of extending out of the pelvis. Couple nice big inhales, really high in your chest, into the shoulders. And then inhale, push the spine up through your shoulder blades. Exhale, down. Inhale, push up. 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 Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, push up to stay. Pick your pelvis up, let your sit bones stick back. Pull your tailbone under and feel it go up to your rib cage. And then keep pushing up through your spine. Keep that tailbone reaching. Feel the lower stomach lift up. And then just breathe into your back, especially in the chest between the shoulder blades. So really feel that expand when you inhale. That'll also help you go up. And then on the exhale, make sure that you're pulling your stomach. All right? What we're going for here, we're just waking that stomach up a little bit more. It's exactly the same thing that we did in the previous exercise, but it's just harder. We've just added more work. Now keep that stomach where it is. Don't let your low back go. We're going to just do 5 more shrugs. Inhale, push your spine up. Exhale, shoulders drop down. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, they drop down. Inhale, they go up. Exhale, they go down. Inhale, they push up. Exhale, they go down. Don't let go of your stomach. Inhale, they go up. Exhale, they drop down. Inhale, they go up. Now release your pelvis. And then move your elbows forward. Chin on your knuckles or the heel of your hand, just to get a little bit of a neck throat stretch. Breathe your rib cage forward to your arms, to your lower arms. Relax your neck. keep letting the neck relax. Just a couple more breaths. And then pick your head up, move your elbows back to that Sphinx position, and then drop your head and your shoulders. Let that stretch. And then pick it up and roll onto that right elbow. Stack your feet and your knees and your hips. And then just release the shoulder. And you're going for that stretch in the rib cage on the lower side. So let your head just drop onto your shoulder. Let that sag. And then as you breathe, try to direct the breath not only into the lower ribs, but then as you breathe, try to push the ribs towards your arm. And when you release, just let it go. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get the lower, the serratus stretching. That is those finger-like muscles you see on people that have really well-developed torsos. And they go underneath your shoulder blade. They can get stuck. And that shoulder blade can be sore. Just one more here. Then push up and out of that, right? And then we're going to come up onto our hand. As you come up onto your hand, first roll your hips back, all right? And then let your shoulder go, and then roll yourself back to that stack position. And then you can of course feel the stretch on the underside from the armpit down to the waist through the ribs. So we're going to breathe here into the ribs first. And then push down into the hand. You're going to come up a little higher with that spine. And then just feel that stretch shift a little bit more into the waist. And just holding this another 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Don't let your hips drop back, because that will really take the stretch out of the side. All right, now big inhale, and then just come on down to your elbow, and we're going to roll right to the center and to the other side. Stack yourself, you're on your elbow, relax that left shoulder, let the ribs sag towards the floor, let your head rest on your shoulder, and breathe. Keep trying to release that shoulder blade down on the exhales. And then push down into that elbow, come up and out of it. Just get a sense of what that feels like. And then come up onto your hand. Let your hips roll back at first. All right, and then roll back to the stack. Let that shoulder go. Breathe into the lower ribs. I like the rolling back, because you can get into position, but then the other thing is that then you know when you arrive at the side. You can feel the stretch really clearly. And you know, we're trying to just release the shoulder girdle here. You know, starting with the shrugs, you know, and that half plank. Half plank works that connection, and now we're just stretching. There's a lot of tension in this area. And it's nice to work it a bit and then stretch it out. All right, pressing down into that hand, shifting the stretch more to above the waist, into that quadratus muscle, into the lower ribs. Couple more. And come on down. Roll back to the center. Just feel that Sphinx posture. Feels pretty good. Relax the shoulders. Do just one shrug, yep. So things are nice and loose. Now scoot your elbows back and then move your hips back. Keep the parallel of the arm and then just head to the floor. Alright, now, if you feel a stretch here, then stay here. And if you feel like you want more stretch, you can creep your elbows forward a little bit. But we're going to go into a dolphin here in just a couple of breaths. But what I want you to feel here is that as you exhale, push away from your elbows and try to push your chest closer to the ground, and you'll feel the upper part of your back pushing towards the floor through the shoulder blades. That's the line that we're working here. Of course, the shoulders are opening, and you'll feel restrictions if you have them. And then tuck the toes, keep the arms parallel, push back into dolphin. Knees can be straight or not. Just keep pushing away from your arms. This isn't a full dip here. You're just going to go from whatever dolphin you have, and then on the exhale, push the chest back towards your legs just a little bit, and then inhale, you can kind of return. So I'm moving my torso just an inch or two, trying to extend a little bit more through my arms. But what I want you to feel is that you're pushing up and back, and you feel the space in the shoulders. You're pushing up and back. So just one more of those up and backs, right? And the next time you exhale, try to hold that position. Now, you're going to release your shoulder blades and your head's going to drop towards the ground, and then you're going to push away. So basically we're doing a shrug and drop. The head goes down, the shoulders go towards your waist, and then push, tops of the shoulders to your ears. Release, feel them go down, and push. And release, and push. If we were sitting, we would just be going up and down with our arms. Release, and push away. And release, and push away. Two more. And release, and push away. One more. And release, and push away. Knees come down, and then just sit back and let the shoulders go. just a couple of breaths to give them a little bit of a break, because we've worked them this way with weight, and then we just finished working the elevation and depression with weight. So you want to just adjust them before we actually go a step further. So that's why this is a foundations class. We don't just jump to the end of this. We kind of work our way all the way through from the beginning of like load bearing, you know, to the end. The end actually of that movement that we just did is handstand shrugs. All right, but is it different than what we just did? The only difference between that and a handstand shrug is the amount of weight that the body really has to deal with, and the angle is slightly different. All right, so we're going to reach our hands forward. Right after I get a drink, right? Knees together. We're going to pull our tailbone, and we're going to end up in this just half plank, right? Knees down. Tailbone is reaching towards the knees, right? Pubic bone is pulling up. Work your hands back so that you feel like your shoulders are going over the fingertips. All right, so we're doing the half push-ups. So for some of you, it's a warm-up. For others, this is the kind of push-up that you're working on, and you're going forward and push up, and you go forward and push up, and you go forward and down and push up, and we go forward and down and push up, and we go forward and down. Feel this in the front of the shoulder. Push up, 2 more, and forward and down and push up, 1 more, and forward and down and push up. Tuck the toes, press back, extended child, just release that. Tuck the toes, tuck your chin, press back, down dog. Move a little forward here. All right, nice and wide with your fingertips. Bend the knees a little bit. And then push from the fingers back into the sit bones. Really feel the armpits opening, elbows are to the side on this. And then shift your weight to your right leg and push through your heel. Now you want to feel the push from the fingertips to your sit bone here. Kneecap is lifted. Just let the back of the leg stretch. And then shift to your left leg. Push that through. And then press through both. Heels down. Now, go up on the balls of your feet as high as you can. Feel your toes. Press into the floor. And then go back down. Heels press. And then go back up. And as you go up, try to roll the ankle bones towards one another. And go back down. And again, push all the way up. Feel your toes press. And go back down. And again, push up and go back down. We're going to add one more thing here. Push up, stay high on your toes. Now bend your knees till they're almost down to the mat and push back up. And again, bend the knees till they're almost down to the mat and push back up. And again, bend the knees till they're almost down to the mat and push back up. 2 more. And we go down and push up. Last one. And we go down and push up. Heels to the ground. Stretch the heels. Pull your toes up off the ground. Pull your knees. Feel the backs of your legs. And then we're going to come down and sit. All right. So that is a really nice toe exercise. Actually, it's not a toe exercise. It's really working the bottom of your foot through your calf. And it's also a great stretch. Puts a little bit more work on the arms, before we get to the last push-up. But the toes, I ran into somebody the other day that said they can't come to yoga because they can't bend their toes anymore. And that doesn't have to happen. I know people get arthritis in their feet, in their toes, and it restricts motion. But if you keep your, the range of motion like this, then that's not going to happen to you. But you have to work at it. All right, so adding that, and I really think that, if you feel like that was difficult, or tomorrow you really feel that work, through the bottom of the foot, then I would add that to a routine that I would do all the time. Actually, if you come to ballet class, you do. All right, so one more time, we're going out into the Sphinx pose. No, sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. Tuck your toes under, press back to that downward dog, all right? Because we haven't done our regular push-ups. First, we're going to do just 5 of down dog to plank. And then for those of you that aren't going to do full push-ups, you're going to put your knees down, while we continue. All right? So, knees are together. Tuck your tailbone. Lower yourself to the plank. And then lift the tailbone. Push yourself back. So, exhale. Pull yourself up. Really suck that guts up on the end of that exhale. Inhale. Press yourself back. Exhale. Pull yourself down. Inhale. Press yourself back. Exhale to the plank. Inhale and back. Exhale to the plank. Inhale. Back, here we go. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and push back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and push back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and press back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and press back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and press back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and press back. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up. Just one more. Exhale, plank to the rod. Inhale, up and press back. Come down to sitting. Let the wrists rest. That was a little harder today, mainly because I added some, and we did those toe crunchy things beforehand. So just let that release. All right. That wasn't 35 like Charles Grassley, but, you know, so today that was 13, counting the warm-ups. Sliding back out onto your elbows. Legs together, and then just release everything again. Let your back drop if you can. So moving into the side planks. So if you are going to do the half planks, you're going to keep your knees down. So everybody push up through your shoulder blades, lift your tailbone, and then tuck your tailbone under. Make sure you have this nice long straight line through your waist. If you're going to do the full planks, tuck your toe and push to the full plank. All right, tailbone is tucked under. You're pushing straight back. Feel your spine push up away from your elbows. Couple breaths here. Roll those thighs in. Pull the quads up. Drive through your sit bones. Rolling up onto your right arm. And push up. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, roll back to the center. Reach the tailbone, and then left side. Sorry, push up. Breathe. Keep pushing up. Big inhale. Roll center. Knees down. Push your sit bones back. Move the elbows back a bit. Head down. Just breathe here. Tuck your toes under, press back to dolphin, push away. You can stay here or you can do the dips. Inhale, nose touch, exhale, press back. Inhale, down, exhale, back. Inhale, down, exhale, back. Inhale, down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down, just 2 more. Inhale down, exhale back, last one. Inhale down, exhale back. Knees down, sit back. Release the shoulders for a couple of breaths. Arms are starting to get tired, right? Breathe. Reach the arms forward, lift up, tuck the toes, press back, down dog. Couple breaths here. Feel that nice space in the shoulders. Knees are together, ankle bones are together if you can get them there. Heels are reaching, kneecaps are lifting. Tuck your tailbone under, pull yourself long to the plank, side arm balance, roll onto your right side, and up you go. Push, breathe. Keep pushing up. Big inhale. Exhale, roll center. And other side. Breathe. Inhale, push up, roll. Back to the plank, and down we go. Rod, inhale, up dog, chest lift. Reach your ribs forward, relax your knees, pull your stomach, drive your sit bones. And then press back, child pose. And then roll yourself up to sitting. And I think that's probably pretty good. Next week I'm going to add one more thing. But If it feels like it's not getting any easier, it's because everything is getting longer. All right, so we're going to come to sitting, and you're going to grab your strap. Now, there's two ways that we can do this. If you have a strap with a buckle, we can make a big loop, put it underneath your armpits, and then make it long enough to stretch over your right foot. If you don't have a loop, then all you're going to do is roll down on your back, reach up, and either grab your foot with your hand or loop it with a strap. Now, you want to put the strap around the ball of your foot, and you want to push your heel so that the heel is going negative, a little bit past the ball of the foot, right? Left leg is bent. You want your knee completely straight here. That's why you have a strap. Today, it's not a little straight. It's not an inch, half inch bent. It's going to be completely straight. That's what we're going for. The knee is pulled up. Your leg is as straight as you can get it. Now just keep pushing through your heel. You want that strap tight enough that you get a nice stretch, but not too much. You're not going to cry. All right? So we're just pushing up through the heel. So we're either holding with our strap. If you can hold your foot, good, but make sure that that leg is going straight, and then push through the heel. Try to relax everything. But the push of the heel, and if you have a strap, it's kind of nice to grab it and kind of wrap it around your wrist a little bit so that you don't feel like you have to really hold on with your arm, just with your hand. Keep pushing up through your heel. So that left leg is bent, foot is on the ground. Now we're going to keep the left side of our hip down, and we're going to just slide. If you're in a loop, just slide that leg to the side into a side stretch. If you have a loop, you're going to have to take that left knee and pull it to the left side a little bit. Actually, everyone's going to do that. So take your left knee, your foot is bent, and then just pull that knee to the left side. So you're going to get a stretch on the inside of both legs here. And then if you have or you don't have a strap, you can also just hold on to your knee here. And you're just going to let that leg go. Of course, you can feel the inner thigh stretching. Feel yourself push out that heel and then slowly close or pull that leg back to the center. Now we're going to twist to the left. So take that leg across, and I'm going to take that leg all the way down to the ground. My right shoulder is not on the ground. So I'm going to spend a lot of time inhaling into the chest and then exhaling, releasing that right shoulder to the side. You can straighten that left leg if you want, but keep pushing through that right heel. Keep breathing big. And then we're going to release it by just bending that knee and rolling back to center. Let both legs go long for a couple of breaths. Just let the pelvis absorb that, because that right side is way longer right now than the left. And then bend both knees, loop your strap around your left foot, and push straight up. Make sure the strap is around the ball of your foot because you want to get that calf stretch. If we're going to suffer these, 6 minutes in this stretch, you want to make sure that you get the hamstring and the calf. Now slowly open that leg to the side. Open your right knee to the other side. And just let that leg go. Feel that inner thigh. And then slowly pull the leg back up to the center and take it to the right in a big twist. And breathe. And release that. Just roll back to the center. Let both legs stretch long for just a couple of breaths. And then big inhale, exhale, roll to your right side and press yourself up to sitting. And that's it for today. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day.